Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
This is Carlos Hyde, the former 49er, his first carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. They really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, Mayfield. Out to the flat for Hyde. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Mayfield now from the 50. He's got his tight end, Njoku. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. He finds his running back, Hyde. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Carlos Hyde, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Again, he'll drop the throw. It's caught. And it's 8-0. Opening drive touchdown, and two-point conversion.
Amazing nowadays for the kickers. I've actually talked with a few of them. They're more concerned about the point after touchdown than actually missing regular field goals. So maybe the coach is taking some pressure off here and just going for 2 and saying, I'm saving you for the big stuff later.
He's hanging out by the net. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Working out of the gun, Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. First down, Winston. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
150. Ready, boys, 25.
A first carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On third down, Winston. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Denzel Ward. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield going deep here for Landry. And it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now Jameis on 2nd down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First catch there for Evans, good enough for a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Hey, let's get it working. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Ready. Move up.
To the air again with Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joe Schobert in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He'll field this at the 5. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He dumps it to Hyde. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 5 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. A first down throw from Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Mayfield now on second down. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield throwing for his line back, and he's got it complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch it now, Barney!
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout.
Leopard!
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's Njoku over the middle. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Here's Humphries. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
The first down throw for Winston. Looking deep downfield. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action. Winston. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Winston now to throw on first down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. On second down, it's Jones. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Ready. Blue lady. 56, the mic, boys, 56.
Third and short yardage, Winston. He's got Evans. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, Winston. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
This is Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ready. Blue lady. Easy.
Winston from the gun on third down. Buying time to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. On is Chandler Catanzaro now for the Buccaneer field goal. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Here we go now.
But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Looking deep downfield here for Decker. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Winston. Evans has it left side. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm.
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is fielded at the 7. Ooh, with a juke. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This one fielded at the 5. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. Carlos Hyde, see you later. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Carlos Hyde, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. Now back to throw. And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. Bailey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for the offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From From the gun, Winston steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No. Check. Patriot.
Again, it's Hyde. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. Winston now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Jones. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston.
Despite the blitz, it's still in.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a good gain. And that one results in 35 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 30-yard line. Throwing, Winston. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Yeah, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week.
And got his man complete. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Back now in Tampa. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Following the penalty, it's Hyde. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Out to the flat for Hyde. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. It's caught at the 10. Winston to his big play receiver, Jackson. 43 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
3rd and goal, Winston. And this is caught by Jackson for a Buccaneer touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays They're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Yeah, they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Attempt carry for Hyde, and nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Mayfield. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Jason Pierre-Paul. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Time for a break. Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And Brate, the tight end's got it. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. He's back to throw. Complete. He finds Brate. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Winston. A dump underneath to Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Winston. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Winston. Dancing to his left. This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 4 seconds. 3 seconds.
Brandon, that tackle right there, that might have just saved the ball game.
Well, Charles, they were close.